Hey, my lovely Willow Vibes Tribe members. I'm Jessica from Willow Vines Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a collective message. Today is Thursday, July 27th, 2023. If you care to know the date, don't get hung up on dates and times. So whenever messages resonate with you, it's just sometimes I mention that because it could be significant to some of you because of when things happen for you or what's going on within these energies. So anyways, a little like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stick around. I hope you do stay. I would love it if you would. Ooh, my voice just kind of quivered there for a minute. If you would. Was someone afraid to say something? Someone might be afraid to speak up about an unhealthy situation, their feelings, or whatever, because I felt kind of like, ooh, I don't know if I can say this. Someone might be fearing speaking the truth. Because I was getting, like, keeping the peace through a messy situation. But I also feel that energy of someone trying to disrupt the peace, like your peace. So if you're happy and you're at peace with whatever's going on, I don't know, I just kind of feel like there's just this zen energy where it's like, I'm not going to let this faze me. I'm not going to let this bother me, whatever that is to you. It could be within your family, your household, or in the love situation between you and friends, whatever it is. It's kind of like, I'm going to let it roll off my shoulders because it's not a big deal. I'm just sitting in my own energy. You know what I mean? And then there's somebody that might come in and try to disrupt that, or there's someone who's trying to get under your skin or something. Has something to do with the truth. The truth is getting under someone's skin. They could be trying to hold back, like I don't like the truth. This truth sucks, whatever it is. And it's upsetting someone. And it has something to do with a mess that was created, a problem. So somebody could be finding out about a problem within this energy, whether it's today, this weekend, coming up, whatever. Usually my readings nowadays are not too far out. It's within, I'm going to say within a week's time, but it's usually within a few days, depending on when you watch it, when it resonates with you. I feel like we need to get something started. We need to get something started. Somebody is trying to start something. Hopefully they're not trying to start a problem. We need to get something started. Something needs to get off the ground. Could be a project for some of you, but this feels like a person's trying to start something up. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe we'll find out. So, I do have a second channel, Willow's Wisdom. If you're interested, I've been saying it's strictly tarot over there, but I do channel messages as well, and Spirit has popped in, especially in Sagittarius's readings. They're different spirits that come through with different messages for different people. They also popped in a collective message over there. So I guess it depends on who the viewers are on that end and this end as to why they're popping in here, there, and everywhere. Because I still read the same. I might add a little personal touch on this side for those of you that aren't aware of that. Although in the Sagittarius love reading, I did share a little personal thing, but it wasn't anything major. It felt important because it was an example. So whenever I share anything personal, usually it's an example because some of you could be dealing with a similar thing, and it's just how it's easier. Sometimes it's easier to relate to messages when you hear examples like that. You know what I mean? Especially if you're working with your intuition and you're trying to figure it out. So if you are gifted spiritually and you're trying to read for other people, or there's messages coming through for other people, even if you're not a reader, like you're just getting downloads about the people around you, your friends, family, your partner, whatever, I explain certain things so that it makes it easier for you to understand, so that you can relay those messages. Like, for example, if I'm talking about, like, say I mention my parents or something, it could pertain to your parents. Like, it's spirit. That's how spirit shows us things, is through our own memories. So because we have nothing else to compare things to or relate to except for our own experiences. So if you have messages for anyone else, if you do that, if this part applies to you, some of the things that have happened to you, if they come up out of nowhere, that could be spirit letting you know, like, hey, the situation could be coming back around, different faces, different places. Even if these downloads are just for you, or somebody else is very similar to whatever you're being reminded of. Does that make sense? So for some of you, if a distant ex pops in your head and it's a specific situation that you two, like, that's something that happened between the two of you, it doesn't mean that that's going to reoccur between you and that person. It doesn't even mean that that person's going to resurface. It could mean that whoever you're dealing with currently or who's coming towards you, is in a similar energy. I hope that that helps you decipher things for yourself, because that's the point here. Even though I deliver messages and stuff for people, the main goal is for you guys to truly understand your own intuition so that you can guide yourselves, because you're not going to have a mentor right by your side constantly. I've said this before a few years ago, actually. Because the answers we seek are usually within us if we choose to listen, and if we understand them, which is why I explain a lot of things so that you can understand your own intuition, especially if you get a little confused. And if you have any questions about, like, your gifts or what's happening spiritually to you, feel free to email me. I did have a tribe member email me with a question because that person was feeling, they were questioning if they were feeling spirit or not, like, because I can feel how people pass, I can feel the living, their pain, their ailments, and I'm not the only one in the world that can do that. It's not common, but it does happen. There's varying levels and degrees depending on how open and elevated you are and your path and purpose and all that stuff. But, so I answered that person's question to the best of my ability, but I can't stop thinking about that person for some reason now. So I feel like there's a significance with that situation. I feel like you're going to watch this. That's probably why. You know who you are. Comment if you'd like. I just didn't want to, like, put your name on blast and stuff because you privately messaged me about it. But I do feel like it has something to do with spirit. But anyways, in that situation. So let's see what's going on for y'all today. Somebody iced somebody out. Or they're feeling that way because of the truth. Because they don't want to share the truth. Yeah, because someone doesn't want to share the truth of a situation, so they could have iced you out and they're ignoring you. I just want to start singing, ice, ice, baby. I don't know why. I do that all the time. All right, what's this? Win-win outcome is forecast. So great, there's positive energy in here. I did feel the peaceful energy. Don't allow anyone to disturb your peace. Balance spirituality and practicality. Fiery climax approaches and hold your vision. So a lot of you are staying on track. Don't allow anyone to throw you off track, especially, if they're coming in to do that, if that's their intentions. But I feel like there could be someone here who wants to talk to you about something, and whatever they're going to say might get you up in your head, or I don't know, you might start questioning things like should I be doing this? What should I don't know, it could distract you. There could be a distraction coming in. Believe in the impossible. Yeah, there could be a distraction coming in for some of you. So just stay focused on what's important to you is what I want to say. So, yeah. Don't second guess yourself. If you feel the urge to do something, say something, do it. Something to do with money. Some of you are going to be coming into money, or money's going to be on the incline. That's what it feels like. So your finances will balance out, especially if they've been a little wonky. I just feel like things in your life are balancing out finally because you're more balanced within yourself. There's a major financial win here. A major financial win. Has something to do with a home. You could work from home. A major financial win in home. Regardless of if you work from home or not, some of you could be getting a new home. Some of you could be building a new home, or you want to build a new home. It could be like you planning it, thinking about it, considering it, starting it, something. Or just purchasing a home. A home or land could be significant for some of you. I just heard welcome home. Welcome to your new home. Yeah, someone might be buying a house. I don't know if you're like sealing the deal today or if that's coming up, but something to do with a new home. You could be wishing for that and it's coming in. It's like making your dreams come true. I don't feel like any of you are going to win a home, but it just feels like, welcome to your new home. Whatever this is, you've been working towards it. Like I said, your finances are going to be increasing. And some of you might be buying a home for the first time, or buying a new home, a bigger home, or whatever, in a better location. There's something to do with a home and you moving into it, which is wonderful. That's not for everyone, but that's definitely in here. It's coming up for you is what I just heard. Forgotten. Something to do with emotions with this. Forgotten, emotional. Someone's kind of overly emotional because they think you forgot about them. This is like kind of hermit energy. Welcome home. Someone could be coming back home too. So if you have like any family, children, whatever, if anyone lived with you before, you could be welcoming them back home because they, you know, maybe they were staying somewhere else, living somewhere else. I don't know. I feel like welcome home. Whether someone was in the service or not, you know what I mean? Like, it just feels like someone was away and now they're coming home. So, and you didn't forget about them if that's the case. Welcome home. So somebody's welcoming somebody home. But home is also where the heart is, so you could be welcoming someone into your heart space as well, because there's some type of unfinished business here. If you're not welcoming them home, like they live with you, it could be like, I'm so glad you're here kind of thing. Like, you know what I mean? That's kind of what it feels like. Welcome home. Okay, so what's this? What's this? There's magic everywhere. Somebody's seeing something. They're figuring something out. They could be seeing the truth because that's how this reading started. But there's signs of synchronicities everywhere. Someone's being led back your way, led towards you to say something, to do something, to be in your life. No matter who this is to you. Like I said, friends, family, or otherwise. I'm getting so sick of the cards flying everywhere. Just saying. Can't hold on to nothing. All right. We have light. Because the light is flying all around. Clarity. Somebody's gaining clarity on a situation. I just heard they miss your warmth. So this person misses your love, your compassion, just the type of person you are. I feel like they're happy around you, and it's a sense of peace. It's peaceful energy. It's almost like when you're around the chaos and crazy, when it's just always drama, or someone who flies off the handle all the time, or just whatever, you know what I mean? Being around people like that, and then coming home to you, or being around you in whatever capacity, whatever that relationship is between you and this person, it's almost like, wow, your energy is like so much more peaceful than where I just was, or what the hell this is. Somebody might be seeing a difference because maybe they didn't have anything to compare something to before. Because you really don't know how peaceful and wonderful a situation truly is until you've sat in some like energy before, you know what I mean? Yeah, there's a level of movement here. This could be someone's son, their child is feeling that way. Like I just want some friggin' peace and quiet. It's kind of what it feels like. I just want some peace and quiet. And for some reason, I feel like you could provide that for someone. I don't know. There isn't peace and quiet where someone is. And they feel more at peace when they're around you. All right. Let's pull a Martian card and see what's going on here. There's something significant to do with lights as well. It could be power, like the lights in your home, flickering, flashing, stuff like that. That is spirit trying to communicate with you to let you know something. So if you start, like if a thought pops in your head and then the light flashes, that's like spirit confirming something for you. Or if you're like questioning something, they might answer it that way, or they're just letting you know that, hey, I'm here. You're not alone kind of energy. So don't freak out if your lights start going a little wonky on you. Because I feel like that, because that happens in my house all the time. It happens to me. I'll sit under a light and it will flash, like, because spirit's always around me. The energy can be kind of intense, but it's not just that, because I'm used to that. This is going to happen to someone where it's not really usual. It doesn't happen to them. And the lights flash even outside my house. It doesn't matter where the hell I go. Just, I don't know, because for some reason I heard in my head, like, oh, it must be the power in your house. No, it's not just in my house. I've had it happen in public places too. Actually, this one time, I think I've shared this before, I was like, I need a sign. I don't know what the hell's going on with all that crazy energy. And I had gone to my mom's. Well, I went to the gas station down the road from her house. And I don't normally go there because she lives like an hour or more away from me. And I was like, I really need a sign. Like, what do I... Oh, like I was like reeling with the energies at the time. And I'm not even shitting you. I go in there to get an energy drink, and the second I stepped up to the register, all the lights went out. Like just boom, out and then back on. I was like, okay, I get it. That was really cool. Weird things like that could be happening to someone, and that's not usual for them. Like they'd be going, holy crap, like I asked for a sign and boom, there it is. Or the light is answering me and it's never done that before. So I feel like somebody might be opening up spiritually. And it could be, I don't know, it's exciting and fun, but kind of like catching someone off guard. Someone's getting caught off guard by light, by spirit. I'm always around. For some of you, there is a forgotten soul. Like, you don't come visit. Like, I don't know, you don't think about me. You don't talk to me anymore. Like, this is someone who passed away. It's like you might have forgotten about me, but I didn't forget about you. For someone. I'm not saying most of you forgot about someone who passed away, but this is... It's someone... It's either someone that left you behind or someone that you left behind. Like, you know how you know people from school, elementary, high school, whatever, and then, you know, you grow up and do your own thing, and you guys go your separate ways or whatever, so it's like you kind of forget about certain people until they pop up somewhere, you see them at the supermarket or whatever, you know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, hey, stuff like that. It kind of feels like something like that, so there could be someone from your past that might pop up, or that's already happened to you, like you reconnected with someone from your distant past that you probably didn't think of at all until you saw their face, kind of thing. That's what this feels like, but in a spiritual sense as well. So if someone from your distant past isn't going to just, you know, pop up and you're going to see them somewhere and be reminded of them, this is someone who passed away from your past. It could have been a friend of yours, like a childhood friend, someone that you knew, that you don't think about on the regular. They're around you. You could have had a crush on them when you were younger. Because it's making me think of Chris Dion, which is, I did have a crush on him when I was younger, like in 6th grade and stuff. But he passed away in high school. I believe it was his junior year. But anyways, that was rough for me. So whoever this is, it could be someone that you went to school with, whether you had a crush on them or not. They're around. They're around you. They're paying attention. I just heard, I'm the one that answers you. So I don't know who that is to you, but it's someone from the distant past. They answer you. They answer your questions. They're talking to you. Fire element, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Warrior, passion, fearlessness. Don't fear the light. Don't fear spirituality. Don't fear spirit communication. It's not the devil's work is what I want to say with this. I just heard don't fear sharing messages. I kind of feel like that's a message for me, because sometimes with my mediumship, I'll hear certain things and I just won't say it, even in a reading. And I'm getting better at saying whatever pops in. But it's like sometimes I just don't want to go there kind of thing. And someone else might be feeling that way. That's why I'm bringing it up. Because it's not just about a public platform. It's like when you're sitting next to someone. So if you're sensitive and you're feeling these things, don't be afraid to tell the person that you're talking to what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, so what I just said when I was talking about Chris, that person I knew in school, who passed away. If you're like say I was sitting here talking to someone who knew him too, or someone in his family or whatever, and we're just shooting the shit, whatever, and then he pops in and says something, like, I should just say what he says, like, hey, you know, so-and-so's here, because someone might be afraid of judgment for some of their intuitive gifts, like, you don't want people to look at you like, yeah, right, or are you trying to fuck with me kind of thing, because someone could have treated you that way before, or that's just a fear, because I don't fear that. Like, if spirit nudges me to say stuff, I usually do, even if we're face to face. But I feel like that could be going on for somebody else. Don't be afraid to speak up. Oh, you know what it's reminded me of too? Because the spirit delivers messages for a reason. Either to let us know that they're there to support us, that they know what's going on, that we're not alone, or to warn us of problems so that we can go in a different path if we choose, you know? It's like the knowledge is power, basically. It's like whatever you do with that knowledge, it's up to you, but at least you know. At least you're in the know versus left in the dark kind of thing when it comes to spiritual messages and stuff. Because it's making me think of, like, my friend Joe, when he passed away, his wife or widow was looking for the welding machine, and my sister had tore that place apart. Like, she looked in the back room, the front porch, I was going to call it the garage, but it's a shed. She looked everywhere for it, and I had popped in, and they were telling me about it, and I just stood in the kitchen, and I was like, Joe, where's your welding machine? And he said, it's on the front porch in the back corner, under some stuff. And I was like, it's on the front porch in the back corner, under some stuff. That's what he told me. And my sister was like, no. Like, I just looked out there. I looked everywhere. It's not out there. I'm like, well, Joe just told me it's out there. And they looked at me like, yeah, right. No, he fucking didn't. Like, they just looked at me like I had 10 heads. And sure as shit, they go back out and check, like, go check again. And there it was, exactly where Joe told me it was. And they were just kind of like, it's making my heart race. And they're just kind of like, okay, that's weird. That's weird. He spoke to me. Yes, he did. Lots of spirits talk to me all the time. That's how I find stuff around the house sometimes. I'll be like, where the hell is this? They're very helpful like that sometimes, depending. So has anything like that happened to you before? I don't know. That was his way of saying, I'm here and I'm seeing everything. Like, I know more than you think I do, kind of thing. Because spirit knows a lot. I just heard, I'm there for you. So spirit definitely wants to show a level of support to someone, whoever needs it, basically. I'm there for you. This has something to do with a firefighter, because I'm staring at fire. So there's a friend of somebody lost a friend, and they could have been on the fire department. I don't know if the person who passed away was on the fire department, and potentially this person, or you just knew you knew whoever this was who was on the fire department, wherever that is to you. I know exactly who this is. This is Andrew Whiting. Yeah. I think he came to me last July, too. Isn't that his death anniversary, I believe? I can't remember. Don't hold me to that. Anyone who knows him, Because I really can't remember. Yeah, because last year he popped in around this time too, like to me. That's why I saw the word brown, because I was like, the color brown? No, it's someone's last name. He's around, but he makes his rounds with a lot of people, actually. I just heard I do a lot more in death than I did in life. He's very helpful. Some of you, okay, especially with him, he's not one to really mess with the lights so much so, but I feel like if there's like a candle burning, he might make the flame go like, but he'll only do it if you're looking at it or if you're like right next to it kind of thing. He's not going to catch your house on fire or anything like that, but he will, yeah, he'll work with fire. And you might smell fire when he's around, but you're not going to think the house is on fire. Like, you're not going to feel heat or anything like that, but you might. I don't know if any of you know this, but I mean, if you knew him, then, or anyone on a department, or if you were yourself, there's a certain smell that your bunker gear has, and it has the smell of smoke, but it doesn't smell like a campfire smoke. It smells, I don't know, it's like a mix because, you know, structure fires, all that. Doesn't matter how much you wash your gear, it has a certain smell. You'll smell that when he's around, and sometimes you might hear footsteps. And it would sound like somebody who's wearing boots. That's not to like scare anyone. It's just to let you know that he's there. Those are some signs that he would do for whoever. Well, there's a fresh start here. I just heard, I'm very happy for you, and I'm glad that you are living a good life. You have a beautiful life now. So that's a message that he wants to send out to someone. You know who you are. Because this just made me, I just heard April showers bring May flowers. And showers can be like sadness and then a new start and a new beginning. Like, it's okay to miss somebody. I know you miss me kind of energy. But you're moving on. You're moving on in a beautiful way, and I'm happy for you, and I'm proud of you. I'm gonna cry. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty for the beautiful life that you have, because I'm always here, and I'm rooting for you. That's what that feels like. That's what he wants to say. Whew. I'm getting the chills up my legs. I just heard, the light just flashed. I just heard there are things that you might want to know, like you might have a lot of questions. This is still him, yeah. You might have a lot of questions as to, you know, what happened surrounding his passing and stuff. But we don't need to go there. It's not important. Just know that I'm good. I keep telling you that is what he's saying. I keep telling you that I'm good. I'm at peace. Oh, the peaceful energy. Be happy. I'm at peace. I'm seriously gonna cry right now. Like I said, I feel other people's emotions, but because like me personally, I didn't know him. I think I met him one time. I'm at peace. Whew. Okay, so what else do we need to know? All right, he's moving up on out of here. I just heard I'm not going anywhere. So he's gonna be around. Spirit's always around us. Just know that. And if your loved one hasn't come through yet for you, it's probably because of timing. Maybe you're not ready to hear certain messages. And if it's not just not being ready to hear certain messages, sometimes it's a personal, private thing. Spirit knows when you need to hear things. They know when it's important for you. No place like home. Home is where the heart is. Clean up. Some of you could be cleaning your homes. Maybe you have multiple homes. For some of you, could be cleaning your home, like dusting, vacuuming, washing windows, stuff like that, decluttering, what have you. But I feel like there is a mess that needs to be cleaned up, a leg up. This is helpful energy. Somebody might want to help you get through a sticky situation. I feel like Spirit's helping a lot of people get through, the difficulties in life, whether they know who it's coming from or where it's coming from. They're with you, helping you. Excuse me. But I feel like I just heard this is not in your imagination. So whatever you're feeling is not in your imagination. Because for some reason, I feel like there could have been a rumor. You could have been questioning yourself, or someone said this about you, especially if you're a medium or you're spiritual. Like whatever, if you're, okay, yeah, if it has to do with stuff like that, someone could have said that you're schizophrenic, or maybe you were questioning your own sanity, especially if, like, you got woken up really fast, or it was just uncharted territory for you kind of thing. Like, okay, is this real or is it not? It is real. There's a difference between delusions or psychosis and spirituality and like receiving messages from the divine, because you're not like, usually with psychosis, there's like, you don't you get detached from reality. You don't know what's real and what's not. It's like, is this real? Is this really happening? Like, am I in this room right now? Like, do you know what I mean? When it's spirit showing you something, especially if you have clairvoyance or anything like that, you know what I mean? It's, that, it's a vision. It's almost like a dream, like a thought. You know what I mean? Something like that. So it's not out here. Like, it's not a projection. You're not going, oh my gosh, my whole environment just changed because of what Spirit's showing me. No, it's like a daydream type. That's how they show you. Even if you stare off into space, it's like a memory. When you can picture a memory, when you can picture something in your mind, that's how Spirit usually shows you things. Unless there's certain medications or substances that can make you hallucinate, then it can be intensified and be kind of like, whoa. Especially if you're like, if you can tap into things, like into people, telepathic communication, stuff like that. If you tap into someone who does hallucinogenics, we'll leave it like that, your visions can be kind of weird because of it, even if you're not doing it, because you're gonna see and hear and feel what they do if you're tapped into them like that. No matter how scary or cool it is. So just keep yourself calm if anything like that happens, like, and I don't know how to explain it. So, I don't know, something like that, whatever that is. I'm not gonna do a deep dive into that. It will make sense for you, to you, if it's for you. Okay, so No place like home. Somebody is heavily thinking about you, because we have the Hermit that wanted to show up, but I also feel like this is spiritual enlightenment and keeping a lot of messages and downloads and things like that that you receive to yourself. So it's like knowing a lot but not saying a lot, saying something when it's important, when it's necessary, but not, it's like knowing more than you say, which is the high priest energy, because it's like the book of secrets. If you have the entire book of secrets, so spirit's letting you know this stuff about this person, that person, you, whatever, your own life. So you got the book and you can read through the whole thing. So you have all this knowledge. You're not going to sit there if it's a secret and just go the whole thing. You know what I mean? That's just not how it works, and that's not what you're supposed to do. It's time and place when necessary, because people are on a need-to-know basis. Spirit tells you what you need to know, not necessarily what you want to know. Okay? Whether it's for yourself or other people. Because there's a lot of things we want to know that we don't need to know. And that might have been why somebody, it's not somebody, that might be why Andrew had said, you know, there's some questions surrounding his passing and stuff. It's not important right now. And it's not necessarily that he doesn't want to share that, or he wouldn't. It's time and place kind of thing. Time and place with certain information and things. That's kind of what this feels like. So I guess this is a very spiritual read. Some of you might be visiting a cemetery soon, to go visit a loved one, to pay your respects. I just heard you don't have to. You don't have to visit the cemetery to pay your respects, because I already know, I hear it. So if someone's feeling guilty because they haven't visited someone's gravesite, it's okay, because they're with you. It's like we don't hang out at our headstones. We know when you go there, kind of thing. But it's not like, oh, we're just sitting here waiting. Like, are you gonna come pay your respects? They hear you when you talk to them. So it's okay if you haven't made it to someone's memorial site, grave site, whatever, in a while. We have the Eight of Cups reversed. Somebody doesn't want to leave. Somebody doesn't want to leave home. Somebody doesn't want to leave home. So it could be their hometown. I don't know, someone's very comfortable. So we have a Tower here. It's like, I don't want to leave home. I want to fix something. So if somebody was going to run away from a problem, they don't want to do that. They want to fix it instead. But I feel like I don't want to leave home. I don't want to walk away from my home. So there's a home situation that someone's having a hard time walking away from. Possibly because they've been helping someone. This person could have been holding back because they're helping someone they live with, or they're being helped. Maybe they feel like they can't do something on their own. And if it has nothing to do with like your independence, like you can do this on your own kind of thing, it's somebody's helping somebody. Could be family. I don't want to leave home. It's like, I don't want to leave my family behind. So if there's like an opportunity to relocate for someone coming up, they're having a hard time doing that. They feel like they need to be somewhere for whatever reason, and they don't know what to do, because it's like, I want to move on with my life. I want this. I want to move. I want all this stuff, but for some reason I don't think I can leave. I feel like I need to be here, kind of thing. That's what this feels like. All right, give me more on No Place Like Home. And yeah, someone's staying put because they don't want to leave home. This doesn't feel like a recluse and they're afraid to leave their house. There's a reason as to why someone's living where they're living. Could have to do with conflict. I feel like this person, they don't really like change. They don't like drastic change. It's like they're working towards certain changes, but they don't. It's like I don't want everything to just change overnight. You know what I mean? So this person, it needs to be more gradual for them. But there's some type of conflict in a home situation, which is probably why somebody doesn't want to leave. Like, I don't want to leave home because there's problems here. I need to be here kind of energy. The Hermit could be a Virgo. A Virgo doesn't want to leave home, potentially, because they know something's wrong. They know something's going on within their household with a family member or whatever. They know something's wrong. So even if they don't if they're not consciously aware, they have a feeling. Someone has a feeling, but I feel like there's somebody knows some behind the scenes things. Could be, I don't know if it's domestic violence or if it's like there's just some type of issue in a home situation. And this is kind of protective energy. I don't want to leave home. I can't leave home. That's what this feels like. I can't leave home because I got to protect you or something. Someone wants to protect someone, or they feel like they need to, because whoever this is going to feel like a shitbag. They're going to feel guilty as hell. If I'm not here and something bad happens, it's my fault. I should have been there. Like, that's how this person will think, even if it has nothing to do with them, even if it was totally out of their hands. Because this person, they don't handle loss that well, so it's like, I'm going to prevent a loss if I can. I'm not saying someone's going to pass or anything, but there could be a fear of that. Like, I got to take care of so-and-so. And nobody else understands because I keep all the shit to myself kind of thing. Alright, so what's up with cleanup in the Tower? Yeah, it's protection. There's also someone here who it's like self-protection. Okay, so if any of you, no matter what your sun sign is, some of you might stay home a lot. There could be someone here, whether it's you yourself, friend, family, or otherwise, who, I just heard self-preservation, but this is a level of protection for themselves. So somebody could have social anxiety, or they don't like to go out much. They stay home a lot, because they're sensitive. They're gifted and they don't understand it. They might not believe it. They could be a skeptic, whatever it is. They pick up on other people's energies in different ways. Like, this doesn't feel extreme, but it feels like they're sensitive, and sometimes that can create that level of anxiety. It's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna stay home, fuck it, I don't want to be around anyone. So there could be someone who claims that they hate people, that they don't like people. It's because of the way that they feel when they're around them, because when you're open and you're just a sponge and you don't protect your energy, it can make you feel uncomfortable in crowds. So there's someone that deals with that, and they stay home a lot because they don't like how they feel when they're around people, because they feel a lot of other people, not just one. So imagine having all these emotions and feelings. I'm not saying they hear people's thoughts or whatever. It just feels like, oh, this energy's overwhelming as shit. Someone gets overwhelmed when they're out in crowds and stuff because they pick up on energy. Could be someone in your family, someone you know, or you yourself, like I said. Just protect your energy. Burn sage, Palo Santos, wear protection amulets, stuff like that to keep you centered, to block out negative energies or just energies, period. Okay, because I want to say, if you're spiritually gifted and you don't want to be, you can shut it down. Doesn't mean you'll be gone forever, especially if you want to work with it later on. But if it's too much for someone to handle, you can shut it down. I just want to say that. And there could be someone in this energy that might need to, because it's affecting their life in a negative way, because it's making them not want to do anything. I just heard that's it. So I don't know, maybe that's the last straw for someone. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Something to do with someone's work or whatever you're working on. You're working on cleaning up a mess, taking care of business, you know, like something significant to do with deer, or I don't know if it's deer hunting or just deer. Deer and trees. So being in the woods, do you see deer? Pay attention to what's going on around you and within you when you do come across a deer or a buck or whatever. But this feels like somebody could be a hunter, because I'm seeing like deer and stuff in the woods. Someone's either in the woods a lot or they hunt. They're a hunter. The hunter becomes the hunted becomes the hunter. Something's turning around in a situation as well, because there's some lie here. All right, so if someone was spreading lies about you, whether it's based off of your spirituality, you know, talking to spirit, stuff like that, or if it's just people running their mouth no matter what you do. Somebody could, like, this feels like slander that could be affecting somebody's work, or someone was trying to negatively affect your work. For some of you. For others of you, someone was working really hard to weave this web of bullshit so that you wouldn't be a credible source or believed in whatever this is. Epic fail. That's what I just heard. That was an epic fail, and someone's going to pay for that. Whoever this person is, if you needed help at one point, they didn't help you. They held back. Somebody held back from helping you work through a situation, or just, you know, just helping you in any way. So there's someone here who should have been there for you. They should have shown a level of support, and they didn't. And they will pay the price for that now. You did it all on your own. Yeah, you probably went through this spiritual upgrade all by yourself. But I feel like you were, even if you didn't feel like you were strong enough to get through whatever the situation is, you were, and you did it all by yourself. And you're going to be rewarded for that. So it's almost like whoever didn't help you when you were in a time of need, don't feel guilty or bad if things go south for them. When things are better for you, you don't need to help those who weren't there. That's what this feels like. So Spirit's letting you know, when you reach a level of success, or when this win comes in for you, because it feels financial for some of you. Remember who was there and who wasn't. Because usually when we succeed and good things come in for us, that's when everyone comes out of the woodwork, and it's like, you guys are termites, you're going to ruin everything. No. Get the exterminator. Get the exterminator. I just heard, Mom. Ace of Pentacles could be an opportunity here. Mom. So I don't know if somebody's talking to their mom, if you are a mom. Because it sounded like someone was like going like, hey, Mom. Mom. That's not somebody who passed away, though. What the hell's the mom thing about? This could be going on for a mom, like I said. Well, we have the Ten of Pentacles. There's a family situation here. It could be a mom who's very intuitive, but regardless of that, I don't know where that just came in from. There's some significance with someone's mother. Someone could be trying to help their mom as well. They could be trying to help their mom through a difficult ending when it comes to a relationship, or just ending a cycle. This has something to do with a marriage or a commitment ending. Or it's a bad karmic cycle. Yeah, ending. Trying to help someone's mom through a difficult ending, like to end a relationship, or help someone through a divorce, a breakup, or something. Because there's, for some of you, it could also be a death. Like when someone's spouse passes and you feel like you need to be there to help them. What the hell is this about? I feel like this is, I just heard changing relationships. Someone's trying to help their mom change a relationship, or trying to change their relationship around with their mom. Okay, that could be in here. Something like that. But that's pretty much what I have for you, because this one's way too long. And I gotta do water and air, I believe. Wait. No. Water and fire. Signs over here. And I think I have Aquarius and Capricorn left over on Willow's Wisdom for now. But you know me, I always come back for more. So I'll be back. But I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a blessed day. Period. Period. Peace. Have a blessed day. Period. Sometimes the stuff that comes out of my mouth, I'm just like, what? But anyways, I love you guys. Peace.